Alright, SlimmBob here. Time for another video. And this time a top 5 list, which I ain't done in ages. But like, everyone on the internet always does like a list of their favourite games of a certain year. So I'm going to do it this year. So yeah, this is my top 5 games of 2010. And before I start, this list is not going to be like what are technically the best games. These are the games which I've enjoyed the most and which I've played the most that have come out this year. So, you know, obvious ones like Black Ops. Call of Duty Black Ops is not going to be on this list. I do not own that game. I do not like that game, so I didn't buy it. Red Dead Redemption, I did not buy, unfortunately, so that's not going to be on even though it's supposed to be really good. I don't own a Wii, so Super Mario Galaxy 2, that's not going to be on this list. These are the games which I have played the most, so if there's any games which don't make the list, which you think should, chances are I haven't played it. So, there's been so much stuff this year though. I mean, this year's been ridiculous. So I've tried to play what I can. I've tried to go for obscure stuff, so that's, if there's some obscure, well, they're in actually. I mean, look, I've even got it here. You'll see anyway. So let's get started. Number 5 is Fallout New Vegas. Now, Fallout New Vegas. Now, if you know me, I love Fallout 3. I consider it still to be possibly the best game this generation. To me, I've spent so much time. It's one of them games, like, you know, most RPGs, you can't just pick them up and play it. But this one you can. Fallout 3 you can. And New Vegas, Bethesda decided to let Obsidian, different studio, do the sequel. And they have done an amazing job, I must say. They've created a fantastic world. It feels like a real Fallout. They've made some great changes, like with aiming. Like when you aim now, you actually do aim properly. You know, like when you're using a sniper rifle, if you aim at someone's head and you shoot, you will get a headshot. It's not done on statistics anymore, that, but the VATS is still there. So little things like that, it just makes it. They made some great improvements like that. So why is it so low on the list? Well, it glitches. There are way too many glitches. I mean, like, game numbing glitches. I've done, I think about 18 hours and I'll stop playing it because I'm got fed up at glitches like enemies disappearing in walls and your followers going underground for some reason. And those blooming, like, people being suspended at the side of beds that they're supposed to be laid on. And, you know, there's been some, like with my brother, where there's this quest, and for some reason, whenever he exited this room, his character would just stop, and he couldn't actually exit. And no matter what happened, it was a main quest and all, and the glitches kind of ruined the experience. So that's why it's so low on the list. Well, if they fix the glitches, which they have fixed quite a lot of glitches, I'm going to wait until Game of Year Edition comes out, then play it again and enjoy it properly, because at the moment, too many glitches. Sorry, I'm making it sound bad. The thing is, it's Fallout 3. If you played Fallout 3, you'll know how good it is. But it's like that, but with slight improvements and modding and all sorts. It's good. But no free dog, that's the only thing. So yeah, that's why it's number 5. So what's number 4? My number 4 is Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I don't know how they did it. I mean, Assassin's Creed 1 was decent. I think people are harsh on it. I mean, alright, it is kind of repetitive and yeah, it was okay, that game. If you could get past the shit, it was good. Assassin's Creed 2 literally took everything that was shit about the first one and removed it and made a right good game. They just listened to all the fan feedback and applied that to the second one and made it amazing. Assassin's Creed 2 were fantastic. So when they announced Brotherhood in 2009, I was thinking, is that really clever? Because they've got a year to work on it. It uses the same graphics engine from the second one. It's basically, it looks so similar. But I'm proud to say, I'm happy to say that Assassin's Creed Brotherhood is better. They've improved it yet again. They've just, instead of having like 3 cities, these kind of 3 cities in the second one, you have Rome. It's just you and Rome. It's this, similar to the second one, except the combat is much improved. Like, you can do this thing where if you kill one enemy, you can link your kills, so you're like, you're like in action films where they just slaughter loads of people. You can do that, and it makes the combat much more fluid. But the biggest addition was the fact that you recruit people. You recruit assassins. You like do a similar thing. Remember Assassin's Creed 1 where you had like citizen in distress kind of thing, where some guards would be pushing someone around, like, hey, you're a thief, I'm pushing you around, and then you'd just go and rescue them. Well, you kind of do that, but when you rescue them, when you help them out, you can recruit them to be an assassin. And it has a system similar to Portal Ops, where you can like send them out on missions and let them level up so they gain experience and you get loot and stuff. Oh, it's so good. Really good. So yeah, it's just Assassin's Creed 2, but even better. Like the fact you can ride horses wherever you are, and trust me, if you're a fan of Assassin's Creed, you have to get it, definitely. But yeah, that's why it's number 4. So what's number 3? This might come as a surprise, this, actually. If you don't know me, this might come as a surprise. Number 3 is Minecraft. The alpha version of Minecraft. What is Minecraft, you may ask? Well, what it is, basically it's an indie game on the PC where what it does, it creates a randomly generated world and you have to try and survive in it. And you have to mine into the earth and find its resources and survive in this world. It sounds, if you don't know what Minecraft is, it sounds weird. Everything's like in blocks, so it has some really cool features. Technically it came out last year, the original classic version, but that were only for building stuff. The actual game itself came out May this year. So, but it's just so simple. It's perfect example that if you have a great idea, it can take off. At the moment, it's sold like, I think 850,000 copies. When you gotta think it was made by one person. Yeah, imagine that. They were selling it for. It's just gone up now, but so it's gone into beta. The price has just gone up, but it was originally being sold for €9. 9 times 800,000. Yeah, I don't have to do the maths, but yeah, and that's for one person. So he's a multi-millionaire, this bloke. But it's just a really fun game. The graphics are really primitive, and so what it is, everything's in blocks. Like, they look like 8-bit blocks, a bit like 3D.Game Heroes, but you know. But it's just so good, like mining everything, and you know when you discover caves, you're going underground, and you hear some water, and it's like, oh, I want to know what that is, so you go through all rocks, and then suddenly you go into this huge cave, and you find these caverns, and it's like, it's just so exciting discovering it all. Serious. If you've not heard of Minecraft, have a look on YouTube at some Minecraft Let's Plays. It's so addictive to watch. You can't just play it from scratch. You have to like watch the videos and get into it. But the huge thing with this is the crafting itself. Like, say you got like say you got a tree, you get the wood from the tree, you have like 4 squares, and say you get like 4 pieces of wood, you can create like a crafting bench, and then you put the crafting bench down, then your squares are increased to 9. So then you put 2 together, you get sticks, and then you put 2 sticks, 3 pieces of wood, and you get your pickaxe. And suddenly you're getting stone from walls, and it's like there's so much stuff you can make, and it's so exciting. You know, when you just find a new item, and oh, it's just great. I'm sorry, I should make a Minecraft video separate because I could talk about it all day, literally. But yeah, I'm so glad I found that game. It's past my hours a ridiculous amount. Like this past year, I'm sorry, uni, but half of my assignments have like I could have got them done so much sooner if not for Minecraft. But yeah. Anyway, I've been talking about that enough. So yeah, what's my number 2? Now, not everyone will like this. I have to tell the truth though. Halo Reach. Oh. Now, if you've seen my top 5 games that I love but you hate, the Halo trilogy was my top. Now, as you may know, I have not had an Xbox for years. I never bought a 360 until a few months ago. Well, actually, no, it must have been, I think it was a couple months ago. I decided when Halo Reach came out, I couldn't stop myself. I bought an Xbox, 200 and how much did it cost? 200 plus £30 for Reach, so 230 quid. And can I just say, it's what I've needed for all this time. Do you know whenever I go on COD or Killzone or Battlefield or out like that, I just think, why the fuck am I playing this? Why can't I be playing Halo? Then I blooming bought my Xbox and now I'm on it all the time. Do you know normally when I go online, I go on for like 20 minutes and think, I'm bored of this, I want to go on a single player game. But then I go on Halo and for some reason I lose track of time. I go on for hours and hours and hours. Look at my clock, it's like, fucking hell, I've been on this ages. I enjoy it so much. Even though it's the same, it's very similar. I mean, if you played other Halos, you'll know. They've changed a few things, which is weird. Like, they got rid of Battle Rifle and replaced it with the DMR, which is basically, it's the same, but instead of, you know, burst fire, it just does one shot. People was like pressuring them, saying, change your jump, why can you jump so high and stuff like that, and why is there so much health? And then they didn't change it. They did not change it. They stuck with their guns and they kept it the same because they knew that the proper fans do not want these changes. And that is wonderful, that they trusted themselves enough and stuck with their artistic vision of what it should be. That is fantastic. That's why I love Halo Reach so much. It's just Halo 3 multiplayer, but just, again, just raise the bar and even more enjoyable. And they've even released Noble Map Pack, and they're really good maps. Anchor 9, I love that. The fact that you have that area where you can jump for ages, I love that so much. It's just such innovation. Well, not really innovating, but they're just really, you can tell they love their job. And Forge as well. Oh, yeah, it's Halo. But yeah, it's my number 2. If you don't like it, then you're not me. These are the games I love, so I can't change it. I'm not going to lie to you, I love it. So that's my number 2. But yeah. So my number 1. Can you guess it? Can you really guess it? So. Yep, you guessed it. Persona 3 Portable.
Zone shadow, zone mass destruction.
Oh, I love it so much. I've gotta be. It might be a shock. I don't know, but I love Persona so much. It's like I've played. Do you know? Every time I'm on the train, every time I've gone on the train, there and back for like half a year. I have been playing Persona all the time. It's just Persona 3 Portable. I did do a video on it on my first thoughts. And the thing is, when I did that, I hadn't played as a female character. And it's only when you play as a female character you realise how good it is, because it feels like a remake. You don't feel there's that many changes with female character that it feels like a remake of Persona 3, and it's worth it. If you have a PSP and you don't own it, import it, please. Please import it. It's like the best RPG you'll play this year, hands down. It's so good. Just like, I love how social links, because you know in Persona 4, like you could make friends, you could build social links with all of your party members, like all the people who went with you inside TV. In Persona 3 you couldn't. There were only certain ones that you could. I think we're all the female characters. Where? All with the female characters. You horny dog. But yeah. But that's what I love about it. It's just you even make friends with Koromaru, the dog. That's how badass female character is. Another thing, the music's better with female character, which you don't expect. Expect it, same old, because music were right good in Persona 3, it was wank. But they've improved it, it's less repetitive now. And, it's funny, it makes you laugh. Loads of different social links, like, completely different ones. And, yeah. They make Kenji out to be a right knobhead as well, because there's this lass who fancies him. But he's like, no, I go for teachers. Kenji, go on Kenji. But yeah, he ain't a knobhead. Don't make Kenji out to be a knobhead. No, I love Kenji. But yeah, you might be surprised at that. But Persona 3 Portable, if you own a PSP, you don't fucking own Persona 3 Portable. Which is literally everyone I know. I don't know anyone else who owns it. But please get it. Please, it's very good. You're missing out. I don't just sit here in front of camera for no reason. I want to convince you to buy these things because it's great fun. Really fun. The time management, just constantly working your brain all the time. And it's like you take risks. You find yourself taking risks. And when it's right, it rewards you. You feel right rewarded. And that is great, that. It's just, there's no gameplay. Alright, there's one other game which has similar gameplay, and that's, it's just come out on PC, Recettear, it's called. Recettear, that's the one. Which, that as well, I've just been playing that. Oh, it's very good. Proper, music's really addictive and all. But, yeah, Persona 3 Portable. I don't know what else to say. Anyway, that's my top 5. I'm sorry there were no Black Ops. Oh, what a shame. And if anyone says, where's Final Fantasy 13? That was a great game, wasn't it? I haven't reviewed that yet, actually. Oh, I mean, do you know, I've been putting that review off for fucking ages, for months now. But yeah, anyway, that's my top 5 list. Let me know what you think. Let me know how much you disagree. So yeah, any other games, if you ask me, like, what about this game, I probably haven't played it. If not, then I'll explain myself. But yeah. Anyway, this is SlimmBob. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.